I unfortunately appear to be catching a bit of a cold. Hopefully that won't hang on too much today. What we're going to work on today is I have designed a bracelet and a necklace using some of my SoftFlex's Design Challenge Kit Lucky Charms. I think we're going to use most of our beads up on these two things. You hit the like. That's good, Beth. I'm glad to hear you hit the like. So hello, Brandy. Hello, Beth. And it looks like we also have the young fellow that joined us for a little while last week on, or he was for a moment here, leading healing. So I hope everybody is doing well. Like I say, we're going to work on a bracelet. I love you too, Beth. So we're going to work on a bracelet. And of course, the tablet is being a jerk. There we go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn down, we're going to work on this bracelet first from Lucky Charms, and then we're going to work on a necklace. I'm sure I have enough time to do both. They're not that hard. And hello, Anita. And I was sorry to hear that Randy said, I believe she said that this was going to be the last week that the Thunder Horse descendant lives were going to be on, which is sort of a sad thing, but it's for a good cause because that little baby's going to be here pretty soon. So she did tell me she'd keep me updated on what was going on so that I could let everyone know. So that will be good. So we are going to turn down and we're going to start this bracelet. And I hope you like them. So let's turn us down. There are our pieces. I've got some eye pins from Beadbox Bargains that we got. They were $1.29 for a package. I've got some little seed beads. These are 11/aughts. I'm going to use these as dividers, like little ball spacers, but because I want something small, because these are small beads, I decided to go with the seed beads. So we'll get a few of those out. I also have my Tinky Tots in silver. I don't need those quite yet because we're going to make our little bits and pieces here first. I've got the shamrocks from in the box, in the kit, I should say. That all of these were in the kit, though this one was not. It was in the box. So we've got all these little beads. I have added this green pearl. All of these little guys were from the bead strands, and then these guys were in the bead pack. Now, after I pulled out all the beads that I want to use for the necklace, as well as the bracelet here, I have got just these left. Now, these are cool. They're pretty. They're nice and sparkly. The only problem is they can get stuck on like your sweaters or anything like that you're wearing, that they might snag. So I'm a little bit objectionable about using those. I'll probably use them in some earrings or something, but right now they're not on the agenda. Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah, we can talk later, honey. You're supposed to have something from BBB today. I'm supposed to have something from BBB today too. My spring bundles that I got, the lavender one and the, I think it was just called the spring bundle. It was pinks and stuff. Is supposed to be in the mail today. So we'll see. If it is, we will have it tomorrow. So anyway, this one is going to be a green and then one of these spacers. Oop, come here, baby. The pearl, now this is just a glass pearl, and then another one of these guys. So this is going to be our focal for the middle, and we're just going to use our loopers and make simple loops for all of these pieces. Now stop. Snug it down there good, and bend, and there. Now we're going to do this for these little guys here. You'll notice I have some rings here. These rings are going to be going, come back here. Who said you could leave? Are going to be spacers between our pieces. So it's going to hook onto here, then it'll hook onto my next little piece. And then I'm going to put a little spacer there, and then another spacer. Then the big guy. Though I might just stay with the big guys. We'll have to see how things look once we get started going here. So we'll have a little guy here. So we're just going to do like this. This is going to be sort of like a rosary chain kind of thing, except for, of course, it's not going to have something. It's not going to be every other bead. It's just going to be every few beads. Oh, stop. So this will hook here. And now my decision has to be made whether I'm going to use the little rings or the big, or just the bigger rings with all of these things as we go along. There. I like to make sure these closed all the way because frequently they don't. So that's why I get my round nose out and work with that. So we're just going to make a number of these. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Lindsay. Hey, Dorothy. Though actually I could have done the necklace first, and it's going to take less time because it's mainly stringing rather than fitting stuff together like this. I do have some more of these green beads if we need them for length, so both styles, so that's not an issue. It's one of the few things I have left, actually. That little bead just loves to slip over into the gap. You're a lurker today, Dawn? Well, we're not doing anything new or drastic. We're just making some, using the looper to make some little links here that we're going to put together into a bracelet after a bit. these still need to be worked on. That one's pretty good. Hey, Georgina. That last little bead really wants to go over the edge there. What is it, Rory? Well, this one definitely needs some fixins. It tried to go a little bit weird here on us. I actually think I may need to cut the very, very tip of this wire off. It cut it a little bit weird. Now this is going to be a little bit of a charm bracelet, a shamrock charm bracelet, because we're going to, where the big rings are going to be at, we're going to put on one of these charms. Okay. Now we're going to start putting this baby together. Oh, we need to fix a broken bracelet. Your hubby has decided to start spring cleaning today. Ah. It's been cold and rainy since Friday, Anita. That's no fun, is it? So we're going to start opening these up and putting them onto these rings. Now, you could just jump ring them if you wanted to. But I'm just going to put them on like, come on, baby, go on there. There we go. We're just going to close that up then. Now we have the ring on this side, and we'll get the ring on this side too. So it's going to go like this, and then we're just going to keep going with these here. And I think we may be able to get away with just the big rings. Let's see how it goes here. Let's see. There's 3. Oh, I think for sure we can get away with just the big rings. We may even not need all of the little pieces we put together here, but I'm thinking we'll. So then these are going to hang like a charm bracelet on our pieces here, like so. But let's get the bracelet itself put together before we worry about the charms. And we're making this just like we would a rosary chain, just opening the loops, putting them together, and then closing the loop back up. Now I'm going to put a loop here on this side, one of the rings, because we can use it as our closure if, for the ring for the closure rather than the jump ring if we wish to, if we get that length. So we'll just put this guy on here. And if we need the length to put another piece on, that's fine. We've got it. So, and if we don't, like I say, we'll just use it as instead of the large jump ring in our closure. So there's so far. So go the other side now. Hey, Mary. Cynthia, Dominique. Oh my, all kinds of people came on that I missed. You're prepping for your time slot, Heather? That's fine. What size wire do I use when I'm making rings? I use 20 millimeter. Now, Wednesday will be on for me on Wednesday. It will be just channel and things as normal. Beth is able to take over my channel. I set her up so she could. And so she will be on for me on Wednesday, as I have appointment with the ankle specialist to see if they can figure out why my ankle is being such a difficult thing with after this surgery. But we'll see. Hopefully they can figure it out and we can get that gone, because I'm getting really, really tired of that, of having my ankle hurt 3/4 of the time. But you know, when you have surgery on a part of yourself, you expect pain there, but not in other spots. But it's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. So let's see how long this baby's gotten. I think we could probably put, it says 7, so it might be exactly where we want to quit at. So let's see. Yep, it's it's 7 right there, or darn close to it. So we are going to quit right here as far as beading is concerned. Come on, you stop being difficult. Yeah, no more beading. We're already past where the 7-inch line, so that's good. So stop right here. We've got a couple of extras. That's fine. We'll use them for something else. We will get a lobster claw out for the end, and we won't need to put anything on this side because we've got this here already. So then we're going to put the rest of these things away here so they're not in our way. Now, I was debating using these every other one, these little guys here, but they're open rings, and I really didn't want to use open rings, so it's fine that we did it this way. This works good. Oops, missed a couple. Dropped a lobster claw on the ground. Okay, this one's working fine. So we will, there's one right there. I knew I had one up here. So we'll put this guy on the other side. So if we weren't going to put the dangles on, we would be finished right here. Let's see how long it actually is. Oh gosh, it's 8, way longer than I want. So I think we're going to take out at least one of these little sections, maybe even 2. We'll have to see if we can do that or not. Let's take out one section first, because this is way longer than I want, unless we decide, you know what? This is becoming an anklet. I've still got some pieces here, so we are going to make this into an anklet. So let's open our ring back up here. And we'll put one of these guys on this side. I'll have to get one of these big rings back out that I put away. I only needed 1 or 2. Now I'm going to put this on this side, and we're going to measure again, see how long it is. If it's not 9, we'll put that other section on the other side over here, and we'll make it be 9, which is what the general anklet size is, the average. And look at that, it's 9. So we don't need our last little section here for our 9-inch, but then that makes it uneven as far as 1, 2, 3, because now it's 4 over here. So I don't like an uneven one though, like that. So we may end up having to take that off, but you could wear it like this, with this over the top of your foot so that it's higher than the other side. So what we want to do though is we're going to take these little guys, and we're now going to, hey, what the hell? Sorry for the excusing. That was okay. Sorry about that disconnection there. It looks like we're back here. That was good. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. The kitties got into it, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Stop it. We'll put this little guy way over here so he's closer to this edge. Yeah, if you wore it at the top of your foot right here, because you know your foot is longer, this would be close to your ankle. That's how I wear them anyway. And this is in the inside of your ankle, so it'll work. The cat's knocked me offline. But yeah, Lily and Winter got into it. So we're going to put these guys onto here. Got to make sure the rings are all facing down when I do this, though, so that I don't have them up on the top of the flipped upwards. Come on, you guys, slide side the way you're supposed to. Now, these are Tinky Tots I'm using, though. If you wanted a little more swing to them, you could use the regular, the medium, what are they, 6s instead of 4s. But these are 4s. Oops. No sliding out. Oh, come on, you baby. Now I got to make sure I've got them facing the right direction again since I dropped that one. Come on, go over. Oh, you're being a pain. Okay, go this way. Nope. Okay, got you upside down. Just has to fight with me. Do I really want these on here? Yes, I do, or I would quit because they're being a bugger. I don't think they want to be on there. Oh, watch, I'll get this on and it'll be backwards. Then I'll be like, you fought with it like that for just so it could go backwards on you? That's a bitch. Oh, excuse the word. You guys are being a royal pain in the schnoz. You may become, no, you may go and become a pair of earrings or something. Oh yeah, now I get you on, but I can't get my pliers back in there again. Well, darn it. afternoon. I don't think these two want to go on. So we'll see if this one will go on, and we'll put it on this last one here. They'd go on if I used bigger jump rings, I guess. Maybe we'll just switch, but we'll see. Make sure I've got these going the right direction to put this on. Come on, twist yourself there. Little guy went straight on. No problem whatsoever. Let's make sure I got it hanging right, though. Yep, it is. It's fine. So then the question becomes, do we really need these guys on here? And if so, we're going to have to get a bigger jump ring for them, because they don't want to go on with the Tinky Tots. Hey, Chris. Hey, Zach. Pretty bad. Gave that one more chance. It went straight on. Well, let's see if this one will behave too. I think I need to open the ring up just a touch more, though. Come on. And there we go. Let's see. That's upside down. Got to go this way. The twist out of you. Guess it was upside down that way. There we go. Are you sitting the right? Yeah. This one might not be on the right way, though. Let's see. You're sitting down that way. You're that way. You go this way. twist it up here. You are on the wrong way. You're up on the upper way instead of the lower one. That's not kosher. So rings are all hanging the right way. And you're up to on the wrong one. So I'm going to have to move this guy. But then our anklet is all finished. Okay, so if this is hanging down that way, that hangs this way. There we go, like that. And you hang on here. There we go, all done. And an anklet rather than a bracelet, which was what it was originally planned up, was this bracelet, but it makes a great anklet. Be a fun bracelet, or be a fun anklet. See, we're all the way down to the 9, so that's about the size I like an anklet to be. So perfect little anklet. Okay, now we're going to switch on to our necklace. We got an extra little piece here, which we can, that's another anklet I was going to make there. Put in with these other beads here. And if we wanted to, we could make another one because there is plenty, and make an earring if we wanted to, but we're not going to worry about that right yet. Get the bracelet, necklace things out. Now I'm going to use this pink for this because we're going to use the pink and blue beads that were in our kit. Let's put these up here, get them out of the way some. Use some little silk gold chain. And we got all these pretties here from the kit, as well as I'm adding this pretty little pendant piece. And while I was arguing, what all did I miss? Ah, thank you, lady. Oh, Gracia came on. Hello, Gracia. So here we go. I've got these 2 rings here. These are going to be the ends we're going to hook onto. And we're going to put chain around the back. This little pendant, well, let's get it put together so you can see what I have here. I've added some little daisy spacers of my own because there wasn't enough big ones that were in here to put them everywhere I wanted to. But we do have some, I think there's 8 big ones here. And those will go more towards the center of the necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it looks like there's like 12 of the big ones. So that's good. So we're going to put these guys towards the center. We're going to use these beside every bead here we're going to use. Let me see. I think it was this. Nope, over here. And then all these are going to be in between things. So what we're going to do is we're going to, so then when we get to here, I'm going to swing a little bit of chain down through here so our pretty little pendant can then hang down below it here. You like the shamrocks? Yes, they're pretty. So I'm going to cut a pretty good size hunk here. I'm not going to leave it on the spool like I normally do just because I'm going to probably work from both ends a little bit. Actually, I think I'll work from the do the middle portion here first and then go to both ends. So let's put a bead stopper on. And what I want to do is take one of these guys, and then it'll be another one of these, this, this, this. But now before I put that on, I want a hunk of chain. So I'm just going to take and do a little hunk of chain here. Doesn't need to be very long, about this long maybe. And we're going to put this chain on right here on this side. Then it'll be this guy. Let's see, do I want... Then the chain will go on this side. And it's going to hang down like this, and then this will hang on here. So now we'll put this other pink one here, and that's going to run out our bigger daisy spacers. So then we'll have to switch to the small ones here. Oops, missed a spacer right there. So we're right here on this side. Just threw a spacer on the ground. Oh well, at least it was just a spacer, because I have plenty of those here. Now let's see if we're about, make sure we get it the same from side to side here. Yep, it's good. So now we're going to jump ring onto, well, no, we're not. We're going to crimp onto these two rings on either side here. Ta-da. So we need some gold crimps. I think it was silver crimps in my kit there. So we want gold. That's copper. Oh, here they are. Ooh, I'm getting low. I'm going to have to get some more of these gold ones. Tug, tug, everything's good. Now we have 2 steps left to do. First, we're going to just use a jump ring and jump ring this pretty right here. And then we'll jump ring some more chain up the back to finish this little necklace off. Troy's being naughty, little turd. Yeah. So we're going to get a couple of gold jump rings. I think we can probably use Tinky Tots for here, but maybe not. We'll see. But then we need, I think these are larges rather than mediums. These back into its case. Then we'll get this onto here. And I'm just going to jump ring it loose. It's going to be able to slide around on that chain. I'm not going to go into one of the links. I'm just going to go around the chain. It's 77 in your place, as in outside or in your house itself, Brandy. Mm-hmm. If it's in your house itself, that's too hot. Mm-hmm. Oh, someone had turned off the air. Yeah, that will do it. So let's see how long we are and how much chain we want to put up the back here. So it's 9.5. So if we want it to be like 20, we need about 10 inches of chain. So we're going to cut 2 5-inch pieces. We're going to use this same chain, bring it up to, so it's like that. So this has one of those little pieces that sort of tend to hang on for some reason on the end here. So we want 10 inches total. So I'm just going to cut 10 inches and then we'll just cut it in half. So let's see if we can use a Tinky Tot. If we can, that will work great. If not, then we'll just use one of those mediums we put up here. Oh, come on, you. Boy, that wasn't the jump ring. That was the so cute. That was the chain. The chain being a pain in the rear didn't want to go on. So now we got. There we are. Put the lobster claw on, and what are we doing here, guys? My little crystals. Oh, it's just the way I had it sitting. Boy, is the link too small for the jump ring? Shouldn't be, but no, it wasn't. It's just how I had it held. So this is our bigger side. And I will get a lobster claw for the other side here. Oh, summer in a necklace. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's at least spring. I wanted something a little bit more down here when I did it. It felt it needed a focal, and that's why I found this little pretty here and did the chain piece, because of course it wasn't going to hook here because we had this as our middle. So if you want a focal other than what's there and you don't have a place to break in here, I could have just taken this pink one out and moved it, but and put a bail. But a little chain like this is a fun little different way to add a focal piece in the middle and still have the middle piece here like you wanted it. So something to think about. And I see I have another little piece of hanger on chain on here that I have to get rid of. think that's when they do the coating. It sometimes leaves a little bit. The chain snags together and it doesn't want to come loose then. There we go. Put our lobster claw on. And our little necklace is now done. It's not going to be very long. I think I made it probably going to be about 20 inches. I didn't want it to be really long because I was thinking this would be really pretty in a scoop neck top. So thank you. It's in your house. That's not cool. When I make a multiple necklace using chain, is the first link smaller or bigger? That's generally a preference kind of thing, but I prefer the bigger towards the bottom and the smaller towards the top, just because of symmetry kind of thing. So this is, here is the middle right here. So yeah, it's a little over 18. It's going to be about 19 inches. But I wanted it to, so it could sit in the middle of a scoop neck when you're sitting down, and your pretty would sit right there. So there's our necklace, and here's our anklet, which was supposed to be a bracelet, but it turned into an anklet, and that's fine. Oh, come on, behave yourselves, guys. Bracelet and anklet. Or not bracelet and anklet. Anklet necklace from our pretty little remaining things from our Auntie's had another good sale. Well, that's cool, but I didn't have any cash. So little things, you know, guys. So there we go. There is our necklace. But like I say, putting a little piece of chain, hanging it down from the loop, and then just hanging a pretty on the end of it makes for, oh, there, you guys can't see it. So let's move it up some. Makes for a good way to add a little bit of more of a pretty onto there if you want to. So, hey, Mary. You're not used to this time. Yeah, I hate time changes. It's really messes up everything. But so anklet, necklace. And since I do have one of these, and I still have beads left, I could make some more of these and make a little pair of earrings. Wouldn't have any dangles, but we could make a pair of earrings. Well, actually, we have all these things here, which I said we could use for earrings because they wouldn't be catching on clothes so much. On the other hand, up you go so you're not in the way. You also have to worry about the fact that this might be fun. They might catch in your hair, which would be a pain in the butt, but you know. So, time is it? It's about 1/4 after. I think we can make something quick, some quick earrings. Let's see what we can do here. Do we want the little hearts in there? I'm not sure. We'll think about it. Let's get our pins. Where did I put the pins? I just had them. Here they are. One, we could make 4, but that would be an uneven number for our earrings because we already have one. So we'll just make the 3. Or we could, since we have these, do one like this. Yeah, let's do that. I think we are going to make a little bit of an offbeat cha-cha earring here. What did I do with? There they are. And okay. Now, how many of these do I have that are silver? 1, 2, 6. Perfect. Let's put the 6 gold ones back in the bin. Well, it looks like this is what we're going to have left. Maybe the 2 hearts. Not much. Well, drop my line on my beading wire on the ground. Hey, Jan. So let's get these guys ready to go. No, don't bend that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, Oop, bead fell off. Can't have that. Uh-oh, and I just knock onto my leg. Oh, it's just the plastic bag, so no big deal. So now we'll get those little tops all being pretty. So what I'm going to do, we'll see if how well this works, is I'm going to get a big jump ring, and we're going to jump ring these little guys onto the little star piece, and I'm going to take and put these guys at the bottom of each of these. Now I'm not sure if the pins will fall through these, so we're going to have to check, and if they will, we'll have to get a spacer to stop them from doing that. I just knocked pins all over the place over here. That's all right. We'll get them. So let's check. Boy, this one's mangled. Will you stay on there? Oh, looks like it will. Cool. Little disco ball earrings. Hey, Jan. Anyway, my little kits from that's right, Rose, make a mess. Again. From Beadbox Bargains, the new little spring kits are supposed to come today. So if they do, we'll open those up tomorrow and see what they look like and what we can do with them. since I have these being simple loops on the bottom of these little pieces here, I'm just going to wrap these, and then we'll just open up the links and put these on rather than hardwiring them in. Well, they won't hardwire because technically they are simple loops on the one side. Looks like it is here. Yep, Beadbox Bargains came. So we'll be opening this tomorrow and checking out those new bundles. I think those might be cool. And let's get these guys wrapped up. Come on, you. Behave. Okay. Well, I don't need 4. I only need 2. Disco ball earrings. You're getting your nails done tomorrow, Anita? Fun. Now it just needs to have some ear wires put on, and our little disco ball like earrings are done. They will splay out some, as you can see when you hold them, and that's fine. But so we need to get And because these go opposite directions, the loop and that, we need to get two jump rings for each one so that they will face the direction you want them to. So we need 4. Now, frequently when I know I'm going to have this kind of a situation, I will do another bead up at the very top up here. But we've used up all of our beads pretty much. So there's how it's going to look all finished. So here we go. All done with a pair of earrings. Ta-da! Our little necklace and our anklet. And that pretty much finishes off our SoftFlex's Design Challenge Kit. Lucky Charms. The only thing we have left is what little bits in this box, this little tin, which is 6 of the little gold disco ball-like things, 1 of the little pink octagons, and 1 little green fire polish. Oh, and our 2 little silver. That's it. That's all that's left. And who knows, we may find a use for those too. But right now, what we have is these 3 remaining items. And I really like this little necklace. It turned out really good. These are a little different, but they're cute. If you wanted them to dangle at different lengths, you could always put in another jump ring to pull these down, or a little bit of chain. That would work. But so let's turn up for a few seconds and then we'll be done for the day, I think, because it's, well, we've been here an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half, and we got all these pretties made. The earrings. So they're going to hang a little different because of they're all on 1 jump ring. And that's all right, nice and spokely. So that's one pair of earrings. Then we have our pretty little necklace with our chained crystal down there on the base and the rings. I think this turned out, I like this. I think it turned out really cute. And then lastly, of course, we have what was originally supposed to be a bracelet that we turned into an anklet with our cute little shamrock dangles all over the place. So I hope you enjoyed making all these pretties with me, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, guys. Bye-bye.